How you doing, folks at home? I'm Eric, and I'm going to post a video today about music theory. I haven't posted a video in a while, and well, because I look so old. I know, you're surprised, right? Jesus Christ, he's horrible. Well, when I say I'm going to post a video about music theory, I don't necessarily mean how to read staff, which is what a lot of you probably think by theory. That's how to read the little dots on the page, and that's important in a professional atmosphere, but I'm talking about just the ideas behind music that make it comprehensible. So, y'all heard of the major scale, right? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. It's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Each one of those degrees of the major scale is assigned a chord. You have your 1, which is major. Oops, turn it on. You have your 2, which is minor. You have your 3, which is also minor. Your 4 and your 5 are always major. 5. Your 6 is always minor. Your 7's diminished. And your 8 is major. So 1, 4, 5 major. 7 diminished. Everything left is minor. And remember the 6, because the 6 is important, because that's the relative minor. So the scales are the same. They're just set off by a degree. And we're going to use the relative minor as our thought pattern for playing leads over it. Now, you heard of pentatonic blues and the minor pentatonic scale. You're going to use that, but not on the E. You're going to use it on the relative minor, which is the C sharp. So instead of it sounding like a minor blues pentatonic like this, it's going to sound like a minor pentatonic like this. Now they sound the same, right? But you're not going to be playing in C sharp minor. You're going to use that chord, but you're going to be playing, your overall key is in E major. So I'm going to put together a walking line of chords that I pick out of that scale pattern. We're going to use the 1, 6, we're going to use the 1, the 2, the 6, and the 4. And that'll leave the 5 for a bridge. So it'll just, you make a bridge out of the 5, and then you kind of break it up, and then you come back to the pattern. Songwriting 101. Okay, so I'm going to play a 1, 2, 6, 4 pattern, and I'm just going to walk it, and we're going to make some music out of it. Very simple. So, got a little loop paddle down here. It's going to keep playing that pattern for me so that I can just play on some leads. Now, just to keep things simple, if you guys know how to play a minor pentatonic scale, it's what we're going to do over a major key, only we're going to use the relative minor. I think of everything in minor, even in major. I just transposed it in my mind into a minor. So the third of the major is generally the note that I want to consider my bass cam. And that's going to be this third right here. It's in the chord. How about I turn up the guitar? That note right there. It's going to be up here on the pentatonic scale. Let's try to make vocal. Kind of sounds nice, right? Like Ingve Mountain seems to sound good. Just play what makes you feel good. That's what I do. You can incorporate some more ideas into that. Now that's just like a vocal pattern. Come up with some words that sound like that based off of that third. Now by the third, I mean the third of the major scale, which is technically a minor, right? offsets. One of them was a little weird in there, wasn't it? That's okay, I call them blue notes. We can also use the natural minor scale, which is at the C sharp minor. That stuff is basic guitar theory, you know. You just have to know how to use it in application. I'll give you some other ideas of how they're used in application. The oldies turnaround, you know, if you never heard of it, that is a typical combination that somebody discovered in the 50s and then just beat the living shit out of it. Every oldie song that you know of has these theoretical ideas behind them. It's as simple as it's a 1, 6, 4, 5, right? 1, 4, 5 is always major. The 6 is always minor. So that's the only minor one. So it's a 1, 6, 4, 5, and that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 4, 5, 6. You just mix that up a little bit. So we're going to do we're going to keep it in E major, which is generally the oldie stuff is done in different keys, but so you can hear it. We got 1, we got 6, we got 4, we got 5. So if you just play them in a little strumming pattern, you end up with every oldie song that you ever heard. Relative minor pentatonic. Pretty fun, right? So you can do that with just about anything. You know, all the different patterns. There's also, you know, a lot of cool jazz things. But since we were on that E major, we can also use the E major scale. But you know, it's kind of difficult to not sound scaly when you're using the major scale, right? That's what I think. So I always use the pentatonic minor even against the major, and I just use the relative minor as my guide. So if you don't know what any of those are, just look them up. Wikipedia will tell you. If you're trying to write a song and you know you're falling off a track a little bit and you don't really find that next chord, just remember that those chords all exist inside the major scale. And if you're playing it on a minor, just transpose from the relative major, because it's always there. And you know, sometimes it's fun to incorporate that diminished, because it gives it this drawing feeling. You know, it's the diminished for the E would be this chord right here. And then you want to end it jazzy style, just end it with a E major 7, 9. Right? It's a major chord. That always sounds weird, but those are the ideas, and I'm hoping, you know, actually I'm not hoping nothing. I don't really give a shit. Don't watch it. Haters, fuck off.